Hi, I'm Eric folks, and today we're going to talk about how to work with sounds in Smart Notebook 11. One of the neat new features in Notebook 11 is the ability to take any object, be it text or images, and from the drop-down under Sound, just like before, there's now a new feature for recording a sound clip on the fly right from within Smart Notebook. You'll notice that there's a limit of 1 minute to the length of the sound clip, but it's very simple to do assuming that you have your microphone set up already. On that note, we've created a setting up your microphone tutorial on the advanced website here that would be worth your time. It shows you how to get your microphone all set up. So assuming your microphone is set up, all you have to do is click Start Recording. Hello, hello. Stop recording. Say you want to attach to the object or leave it as a corner icon. And then you can see there's a sound attached to that object. Hello, hello. It's that simple. But you did notice that there was a limit of 1 minute to the recording clips that you can attach within Notebook. So what if you want something that's longer than that, or you want to work with a song or a clip from a song? Audacity is a great free program that's installed on all the computers right now that you can use to work with and edit sound files. So to find Audacity, just click the Start button in Windows 7 and type Audacity. Comes right up. This little how to get help, I would not select this just in case you need these resources later on. There's lots of information here. I just say OK. So we have the ability, assuming the microphone is set up correctly, and again, that tutorial that I just showed you will show you most of the basics for setting it up on your computer. If for some reason it's set up on your computer correctly, but you're still not getting it to work in Audacity, go to Edit, Preferences, and make sure under Devices for the recording you've got the microphone that you're using selected. Most of the time between those two steps you're going to have your mic all set up. Alright, so I just click Record. Hello, do you hear me? And just like that, hello, do you hear me? We've got our recording. So it's really that simple. Then from here you can highlight and add effects. Tons of different effects. I'm going to make it fade out. I'm going to add a pluck right here. I'm going to slow this one down. So you have all sorts of different options for not just doing the initial recording, but also manipulating it and adding various effects. Hello, do you hear me? Alright, so once you've got your soundtrack set up just like you'd like it, there are two options. When you go File, Export, everybody has the ability at this point from this drop down to select AIFF as the file format. So I'm going to just call this Test Sound. I'm going to send it to my desktop. I usually just say OK here. You can add tags if you want, but really there's not any real point to it for our purposes. So I say OK. It doesn't really give me any confirmation, but here's my test sound. Okay, so now I'm going to go into Notebook, and now I'm going to add it to this text right here. Use Audacity to edit sounds. So I've selected it from the drop down. I'm going to say Sound. And now instead of recording a clip, I'm going to go find it. I'm going to browse to it. So there's my test sound. Click Open. I'm going to say Object, Attach Sound. Now it'll take a minute for it to convert it. Obviously the longer the sound, bigger the sound file, or the longer the recording, the longer it's going to take. So now I'm going to click off, and you can see it's live now. If I click on it, it's got my recording. So you can repeat the same process with Audacity for working with music files. One of my students' favorite things to do was identify different examples of figurative language, irony, and different things like that in sound lyrics, or in lyrics and music that they listen to every day. So I'm going to open up one of those MP3 files that I've got. So here's my music. These are, CDs that I've ripped or whatever the case may be. So let's say I'm going to work with this song, Blessed, this MP3. So I double click on it and it imports and pulls in the entire thing. Okay, you can see it's in stereo because we've got 2 tracks, and I can just play it if I want. Or if I want to, let's say that this is that example of figurative language that I was talking about. So I can highlight that and click play. I'm going to turn it down here. And it will just play that section. So that's perfect. That's exactly the section I want. Well, not quite. Watch, it'll stop on its own right there because that's the section so I'm going to adjust it a little bit using these arrows. All right. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. And now it will stop at that end. So I've got just the lyric that I want, the example of figurative language that I want. Pretend it's not instrumental here. And so typically I just go edit, cut, and then I say file new. You'll notice that opens up another Audacity sound file. And then I go edit and paste. And there's my sound file. Now from here I can do the same thing, file, export. Everybody has AIFF, the ability to export in AIFF, as I showed you previously, but you also have the ability, when the lame MP3 encoder is installed, to export MP3 files. Either one works in Smart Notebook. I like the MP3 because it's a little bit more universal, but technology has to install that lame MP3 encoder for you to be able to export those MP3s. So I say save, OK, spits it out. Now I can go into Notebook and I can add a new sound. Browse to it. And here's my MP3. Catchy title, object, attach sound. And there it is. Okay, that's working with sounds in Smart Notebook 11. If you have any questions, as always, you are welcome to contact me. I look forward to an opportunity to work one-on-one with you and help you work sounds into your instruction. Thank you so much.